What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome or welcome back to Feathered Leo Tarot, where it's Leo here all the time. It doesn't matter where it's at in your chart or if you're a cross watcher. Just remember, my messages tend to be heavy. If it's your reading, it's your reading. If you want it, claim it. If not, move on. Okay, they are general readings, so they may not resonate with everybody. They probably won't. Some of it, parts of it might, but we're doing podcast episode 434. If you're here during the live, thumbs up, click the live chat button down below. Come say hello to me. The energy for me has been really heavy. Not emotionally heavy. Well, no. Energetically heavy. Not necessarily emotionally heavy. So I don't know if y'all are feeling the same way. It feels like it's kind of moving out. So I don't know if it was the remnants of the full moon, whatever it was. I'm glad it's gone. Hey Doris, Milky's here. All right, let's see what universe wants you to know today. For my Leos, what does the universe want my Leos to know today? That I'm not going to take that. I can't hold on to the cards. What does universe want you to know today? There we go. Justice, balance, Libra energy, balance, integrity, making head and heart decisions or head over heart decisions, but well, you know, keeping it balanced, making some serious decisions. Some of you are coming to alignment with something. The sword is down on this, which to me means this is a good thing. Fair and balanced. Ooh, 8 of Earth. Some of you may have a new job coming in, maybe with the legal system, justice system, county, state, federal, whatever. But this is coming into alignment with balance. Some of you financial balance, like I said, new job. Some of you have been putting a lot of work into your balance, and it's paying off. Good deal. Doris says, I feel my energy shifting, but very at peace. That's a very peaceful energy. Very balanced, grounded. Page of Water, you have possibly someone new coming in. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This may be a little bit of a challenge for you. There could be some tension here in regards to this new connection. It could be somebody bringing in an apology. We'll look at that in just a second. But it could be just a little bit of tension, creates a little bit of tension, a little bit of drama. But the Ace of Water here, wow. And the Hanged Man as well. Could be a Pisces, Cancer. Look at that. King of Earth. Balance. Bringing in a very supportive, loving offer. So let's look at this. Let us look at this. Talking about this Page of Water. This could be a very emotionally deep connection, for sure. Very balanced, emotionally deep connection. Could be very supportive as well. Somebody that's got their stuff together. Somebody that's very generous. Look at that. Whoa. Just whoa. What am I seeing? The Queen of Pentacles reverse, the Justice, and the King of Pentacles in the upright. The Justice again, and the King of Pentacles again. Ace of Swords. Wow. So we're getting similar messages coming through. So some of you, this could be financially. Things are going to be improving quite a bit, balancing out. Just being grounded, things working out financially. And if this is in regards to relationship, this could be somebody that maybe you were married to at once. And they're coming in with an apology, or they're coming in with an offer of stability, like saying, I'm here for this. But it's a start. You may not be fully invested, or maybe not quite sure you want to fully invest in it just yet, because I see the Ace of Water is a very big opportunity for love. With this Five of Wands, though, and this Hanged Man, it looks like your energy is kind of hanging back a little bit, trying to kind of work things out. Do I give to this? Do I invest in this? Is this going to benefit me? So you're making a fair and balanced decision when it comes to working something out, or a partnership, or even financial stuff. Because some of you, this could be, you know, legal issues, a divorce you're going through, something like that. Signing new contracts for employment, and then your employment, like you're hanging back to make that decision before you go all in. Ooh, let's look in a little bit deeper. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles reverse. I feel like that's most of you. I'm not really sure I want to invest in this just yet. Golly. You're kind of looking at this. You're looking at your options in regards to this. Like, if this doesn't work out, you are interested in whatever this is. Again, this could be employment. You could be looking at your employers. You could be looking at your bosses. You could be looking at your stability. Is this going to benefit me? Whether it's your own business or working with someone else. You are ready to take action, though. You're very, very balanced. You're very strong here. You have, well, I'm not going to say your defenses are up. You know what you want. And you're no BS. And you know how to get what you want. What's up, Miss Kathleen? So I see you as a very strong energy here. It's almost kind of like you're unwilling to budge immediately. There's nothing wrong with that. So because you're knowing what you want in whatever situation this may be, this could be something you've already dealt with, something you're dealing with now, or something upcoming. You are ready to take action. At least communicate. Okay? And it is with standards. Like, I'm standing my ground. I know what I'm worth. I know what I want. That's what I want. But at the same time, I get a feeling that if it doesn't work out, or it's not really what you're looking for, or if it doesn't feel right, or it can't heal with this person, if you have history with this person, you're okay with standing up for yourself and moving in a different direction if necessary. Okay? So I've got Earth on this pretty strong, Libra on this pretty strong, water on this really strong, especially Pisces. I've got Aries, Taurus, and I've got Aquarius. So let's see what this outcome might be for this. But you are looking at it, feeling yourself through whatever this is, okay? Okay. Some of you do not feel like there is a balance here. Like something is off balance. So it could be your finances are off balance right now, or you and this person haven't really been on the same page for a while. Maybe there's things that have been out of balance between the two of you, especially if you're married or if you're already in a connection, something like that, right? Like we just haven't been loyal to one another, or we haven't really been working well together or putting in the effort. Well, it looks like things are going to be balancing out here in this connection, because some of you may be married to this person and you're just feeling like you're overgiving. You're always the one working. You're always the one trying to make things work or to work out, or maybe you've just stopped. I can't do it anymore because It took all I could, or it's been taking all of my money, it's been taking all of my resources or my energy, and I'm just exhausted or overwhelmed. So it's like, you know what, I give up. There's a give up energy here. Like we're not on the same page anymore. Some of you may have been married or divorced. Some of you are considering divorce. Some of you are just tying up loose ends and trying to figure out how to work together if you're reconnecting or connecting with this person. So there is love here. There's a deep love here, actually. Most of you have history with this person. You've either been married to them, you're married to them now, or things just kind of fell off. Somehow, I'm just getting, they just fell off. Maybe y'all just fell out of contact, fell out of touch. Fell out of touch. That's what I'm getting. You just fell out of touch. Yeah, we do that. Especially if we're exhausted energetically. This is not going to resonate with everybody, because this is a married couple. Either you've been married to this person or you're married to this person now. So for some of you, it's kind of like things, you just fell out of touch. You felt overwhelmed by or exhausted by the connection, or you were trying to hold it together. So trying to get things to get back on the same page, that's where this is at. Can we let down our defenses, let down our guard, and actually get back on the same page? Can we work together to improve this connection? That's kind of what I'm getting here. You have somebody that's right there with you. They're standing up. They're very protective. They're very much a provider. Somebody may have had some health issues or some wealth issues, like somebody may have lost their job or lost some money or had some, like maybe they spend too much. It happens, y'all. It happens. One or both of you may have had health issues or financial issues, and that may have tanked the relationship at some point. Even if it didn't get to divorce, it looks like we're dealing with somebody. I mean, it could have been legal issues that happened or something, contracts, legal issues that fell through, or documentation, politics, any number of things. I'm getting politics, possibly even religious beliefs, that kind of stuff, that just caused this to kind of, you fell out of touch. Yeah. But you're interested, you're looking at this. Maybe you've had some fights or some arguments about finances or health issues, or there's been some challenges. Nothing that you can't overcome, because you have somebody here that says, I'm here, I stand up for this connection. Even if we're not married, I feel most of you are either divorced or married to this person. Tell me more about this. It's kind of like, can we stop being so defensive or argumentative? Can we actually communicate and talk? There's the Three of Cups right there. Can we have fun together? Can we bring back the fun? Can we go out and date? Can we reconcile this? Reuniting, and it feels so good. There it is. There's the love, man. The devil. Release the devil. And it's all about communicating this with each other. Yeah, the love is there, dudes. Are you going to accept their apology? Yeah. I mean, you're either getting married to this person, or you're already married. This is a married couple kind of situation here. I don't usually see this come through, but I got two kings. I mean, I've got all kings. I mean, it's very strong energy. So you're dealing with a very strong person. They got their stuff together. This is somebody who is emotionally mature, very intelligent, very wise. They're probably the father or mother of your children. They're very much a protector and a provider, very supportive and loving. The love is there. I think that there just was some issues that maybe caused some arguments or some disagreements that maybe challenged the connection. What else can you tell us about this? It's like, you know, sometimes things become patternized, right, in a relationship. Sometimes we can overgive, or we can become exhausted, and then once we're depleted or exhausted, or we have health issues, it takes time to recover. You know, so it may have taken somebody time to recover their finances, recover their money, recover their health, whatever it is. And that, you know, it's like, can we work together to get this right, to be balanced and fair in this, to treat each other right, to do the right thing. So I see that offer, even though it's small, small apology, it's still an offer of love. Although this person and you, there's a big amount of love here. It's very deep. So how long you've been married, I don't know. How long you've been divorced, I don't know. But there is a coming back together, a reuniting without the devil energy involved. So maybe you've taken time away from each other, taking your space away from each other to allow the patterns or the negativity to fall away. So it's about communicating, loving communication that allows this thing to improve. But it's really like, can we let down our guard and work on this together? Lioness is here. How you doing, beautiful? There it is. Slow and steady wins the race here with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay? Taking your time in this, really focusing on the direction of where you want this to head and talking this out. Look at that. 10 of Cups. It's going to work out. It all works out. It's family. It's love. You know? Again, some of you, it has just been... Some of you, there was an ending here, complete ending or a divorce. And that may not have made you very happy. Some of you may have become very bitter. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Leo, Sag, Pisces. But it's like, you know, sometimes we just need peace in our life, and sometimes we need to regain our own balance. Sometimes we need to see what is right in front of us, you know, especially if you're married and you're having issues and you're talking about divorce or whatever, you know what I mean? Because some of you, it's like, can we get on the same page? Can we make this work? Can this work out? Yeah, I see that it can for 10 of Pentacles, or excuse me, a 10 of Cups. That's family and enjoying life together. And taking your time in it, okay? Not dealing with the struggles. Letting the struggles and the blame and the shame and all that stuff go. And just being excited about where it heads, you know? It looks like y'all have a family together, you know? It looks like you've learned some lessons over some sort of amount of time. You may not have been communicating very much from this person, or you may have pulled back your energies from one another to kind of take your space from each other, even if you're living together. But it looks like communication, honest communication, mature communication, honest, mature, adult communication, loving, mature, emotional communication, and having fun, just enjoying time together and seeing where it goes, or getting back in touch. I'm feeling getting back in touch with one another. Whatever that means to you. It's just what keeps coming through. Let's get back in touch. Let's keep in touch. Let's get back in touch with one another. And that friendship and that fun and that enjoyment, that excitement again about like where could this take? It's not worried about where it's going to head or how long you're going to be with this person, but it looks like over time, if you give it time, and you can let down your guard, this looks like this could open up into something long-term, a beautiful long-term family-ship, actually. So most of you are either married going through some issues, or you've been divorced and you've gone through some issues, and you're coming back together. You know, I see as friends at first, but the potential is, if you can let down your guard and stop beating a dead horse and stop reminiscing and ruminating about the past, and you do the right thing with each other, and you make things right with one another, you know, apologies come from both sides. You know, I do see that you are strong enough to stand on your own, knowing what you want, and if it doesn't heal or if it doesn't evolve into something more, you're okay with just being friends, because there's a lot of love there. So it depends on each one of you. Some of you will work things out, some of you will not. Okay, so it's a beautiful reading. Let's see if his spirit has any advice or anything to say about this. I see things working out for the better. Stay optimistic about your love life. Express your love. Again, there could have been some sort of religious factors or something. Again, it could have been health issues, wealth issues, value system issues. Something happened, because the Hierophant's reversed and the Devil is reversed. So at some point something happened, and I don't know what that was, but it's going to be different for each one of you. But this looks like things can work out here. Definitely a lot of love. I do see you holding back though, and that's okay. Just slow and steady. Take your time in this. Enjoy family time. Enjoy spending time getting to know this person or getting to know them again. You know, no rush. It's more about friendship and being excited about the connection. That's actually the most important part. I mean, do pay attention and stuff like that, but I'm talking to somebody who, this person has grown a lot, or you have grown a lot, or you both have grown a lot. And it's about getting back in touch. Or, I mean, that happens. We could be living with somebody for eons and just lose touch with each other. You know, somebody may be retiring and now they have time to actually spend on the relationship because they're not working so hard, you know, that kind of thing. There's a lot going on in this, but it looks very positive for those of you that have divorced someone or been discussing divorce or living with someone and you're married and you're having some issues. This looks good. Because I see you have children. I think you have children together. You've been together or married for a long time or something like that. There is contracts here. Divorce decrees, legal bindings, you know. There's possibly children involved. And this person could potentially be your soulmate. Finances and career. What I tell you, some of you, finances and career are going to be improving, or there were some issues that created, I mean, one of the worst things that could happen in a relationship is finances and fuckery like that. I mean, finances can ruin a relationship because you can't, you know, arguing about money, all kinds of things. That's one of the worst things. It can kill a relationship real quick. So I do see that there has been arguments and things before, but it's almost like you both have, if you've been apart, you're coming back more mature. For some of you, somebody may be retiring or something, and they now have more time for the connection. You know, starting a business of their own or retiring or something. So it's like, okay, now finally all the work has been done. We can have fun. You know, the hard work is done. Some of you could have been building a home. building a company, building a business, and now that you're both in a better place financially, or someone is, or health-wise, things can improve and move forward. It's just one step at a time, one day at a time, but it looks like things can balance out here and work out for long term. 10 of Cups. So take your time, see where it goes. You know, keep your standards up. They either are or are not for you. You know what I mean? You're welcome, Doris. This has been a good reading. I like this reading. It looks promising. So for those of you that are having issues with your marriages, or, you know, you've divorced and it's a possible reconciliation. It's a possible reuniting and coming back together and building on this from a more mature standpoint. You both have grown. You both have learned some things, but there's healing elements there, which means that it's possible that this can heal and evolve. But at the same time, you are a stronger person. You're very confident, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and you're okay with that. It's kind of like, I know I have other options. That's not a problem. Okay. Do what you do. Until next time, like, share, subscribe, join the tribe, and I will see y'all soon. Namaste.